Mets win, baby. 5-0 over the San Diego Padres. And I'm amazed with this. I'm amazed that they took the series opener because, to be honest, I had my doubts. But they played a good game for the most part. There were certain things, obviously, where, you would have liked more from the offense. But again, I'm a jerk off. I nitpick at small things. So that's just me. But we're going to talk about the game. Before we do, remember to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially for Met fans. And turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video or go live next on the channel. Well, let's talk about this game. And top of the first, Max Scherzer on the bump for the Mets. He ends up walking Trent Grisham to lead things off. Then he strikes out Manny Machado, walks Juan Soto, but then gets Bogaerts to ground into a double play to end the inning. So Max Scherzer gets into a bit of trouble, but gets out of it, thankfully. Mets in the bottom of the first, unfortunately, go down in order. No starting Marte in the lineup, by the way. Forgot to mention that, who was listed out, and I don't know when he's going to be back. Hopefully tomorrow, because the injury didn't seem too serious because he stayed in the game after the run the bases, but you never know. But top of the second, Scherzer, nice 1-2-3 inning, picking up a pair of strikeouts. Very good. Second inning, his pitches looked good as well. And we go to the bottom of the second. Pete Alonso strikes out to lead things off. Daniel Vogelbach with a single. And then, unfortunately, the Mets go down back-to-back from Canha and Guillorme. Top of the third, Rougned Odor leads things off with a walk. And then Tomas Nido throws one to Madagascar. So, yeah. Nice little throwing error there. But Austin Nola then grounds out, but that advances Odor to third. Grisham then strikes out, and then Manny Machado pops out to end the inning. Bottom of the third, 2 outs back-to-back, but the Mets, 2-out magic coming back here a little bit as Brandon Nimmo gets himself a single, and he steals a base. Again, I've been beating the drum. I beat the drum on the podcast episode today that he needs to steal more bases, and that I want to see more of that considering he's in the leadoff spot. And sure enough, he's doing that, and it pays off. Francisco Lindor gets hit by a pitch, and then Jeff McNeil gets himself a RBI double to drive in 2 runs. But he was able to advance to third there. I don't know why they didn't list it as a triple. I guess because of the throw going to the plate. Regardless, McNeil ends up on third, and the Mets end up making a 2-0 game. Pete Alonso, unfortunately, would fly out to end the inning. Top of the fourth, Padres go down 1-2-3. Juan Soto, Xander Bogaerts, and then Carpenter strikes out. Bottom of the fourth, Daniel Vogelbach leads things off with a walk. Mark Canha then lines out. Luis Guillorme strikes out, and Eduardo Escobar flies out. Top of the fifth, Jay Cronenworth flies out. Hwa-Sung Kim singles, and then a pop out from Odor, and Austin Nola strikes out the Padres. Bottom of the order, not the greatest. Bottom of the fifth, Mets go down 1-2-3, unfortunately, as Nido, Nimmo, and Lindor all go down in order. John Curtis comes into the game in a 6th inning. I like that they didn't push Scherzer too much, especially with the velocity. It seemed to dip a bit towards the later part of this outing, but I did like his stuff today for sure. His command was all over the place at the start of this one, but then he's got it together, and his slider definitely looked very good today, in my opinion, at least from the eye test. I haven't looked at the Savant page or anything, but Curtis gets back-to-back outs, and then he, of course, gets into some trouble because that's the Mets bullpen loves to do. He walks Soto and Bogaerts back-to-back, but then strikes out Matt Carpenter because that guy stinks. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Jeff McNeil strikes out to lead things off. Pete Alonso then grounds out, and then Vogelbach flies out. 7th inning, Drew Smith comes in, and he definitely had a better outing than what I expected because, to be honest, I'm not the biggest Drew Smith truster or believer, I guess you should say. He strikes out Jake Cronenworth, walks Kim, and then strikes out Odor and gets Nola to line out. That is the end of the inning. Bottom of the 7th, Mark Canha gets a double, and then the Mets get some beautiful Fugazi lucky hits. Luis Guillorme with a beautiful bunt single, and that advances Canha to third, and they thought it was going foul, so Guillorme gets on. Escobar then with a sac fly to left field. That makes it a 3-0 game. Tomas Nido then gets a dribbler in the infield for a single, and that was it for Yu Darvish, which I'm surprised they let him go as long as they did because he threw like over 100 pitches, which do that in April is just bizarre to me. But doesn't matter because Tim Hill comes in and he definitely did not look sharp. Well, at least Lindor. He gets Nimmo out, but then Lindor gets himself an RBI double to make it a 5-0 ball game. Jeff McNeil then lines out. We go to the top of the 8th where David Robertson comes in. I like Buck going to Robertson here to face the top of the order, and he gets them out in order. Grisham, Machado, and Soto getting a pair of strikeouts there. Beautiful, beautiful outing by David Robertson. Domingo Tapia comes in for the Padres, and he gets the Mets out in order. Ottavino comes in, and he definitely scared me a bit. Gets Bogarts, allows a single to Bogarts. Then he ends up stealing Carpenter, then strikes out. Bogarts then advances the third on a defensive indifference, and then thankfully Ottavino gets back-to-back strikeouts on Cronenworth and Kim. That is your ball game there. Your final score is 5-0. Hits 7-2 in favor of the Mets, and 1 error for the Mets, none for the Padres. Your winning pitcher is Max Scherzer. Your losing pitcher is Yu Darvish. So let's talk about this lineup. 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Didn't get enough runners in scoring position, but very good with runners in scoring position tonight. So I'm very happy about that. Only left 4 base runners on, and they just looked a lot better offensively. They put together a lot better at bats than as of lately. Nimmo going 1 for 4. Pretty okay. Pretty okay. I don't mind that, but again, I'd like a little more production and maybe a walk in there from Brandon Nimmo, but again, I like to nitpick. Lindor, 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs, struck out twice. Glad he got that RBI, those RBIs, because he desperately needed them, but he's swinging at a lot of bad pitches here and there and striking out quite a bit for my likings. Would like to see that turn around, but definitely a better day for Francisco Lindor. McNeil, 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a strikeout. Not a bad day. Alonso, though, definitely had a bad day as he went 0 for 4 with the strikeout. You need better from him. Vogelback, 1 for 3 with a walk. Solid day for him. Canna, 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Okay day for him. Guillorme, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Got a lucky hit, but we'll take it. Escobar, 0 for 2. Yeah, I mean, at least he got a sac fly, I guess. So, round of applause there. Tomas Nido, 1 for 3. Another bit of a lucky hit, but I would have liked a bit more hits, if I'm being honest with you. 7 hits, especially against Yu Darvish, who was definitely fatigued towards the end of this one. I would have liked a bit more hits, but still, I guess I can't complain because they get 5 runs and they win the game. But Scherzer, definitely a way better outing than we've seen as of lately. He put 3 guys on with the walks, allowed a hit, so 4 base runners total for Max Scherzer against. But he picks up 6 strikeouts, and he definitely looked better after that first inning when he got his command going a bit. I actually do want to check the Savant page for him just to see what it looked like there as I'm trying to ramble and keep you guys engaged in this. You could always skip the video still as I'm trying to get this up. Can I find Max Scherzer? Yes, I can. Yes. And yeah, the velocity was definitely down a bit in this one, except the curveball. The curveball velocity was up, weirdly enough. Spin rate, yeah, spin rate was definitely down in this one, that's for sure. So definitely a little concerning from Scherzer. His velocity dipped to as low as 90 miles per hour on that fastball, dipped to 82 on the slider, with his peak being at 87. Yeah, the velocity definitely dipped, so not awful, but there's definitely cause for concern with Max Scherzer. John Curtis, though, he looked pretty okay. Allowed 2 walks, got a strikeout. He got out of a jam. I'm okay with what we got from John Curtis. Drew Smith looked very good. 2 strikeouts, only allowing a walk. Very happy with what we got from Mr. Drew Smith, and his spin rate was up, which was very good as well. David Robertson, loving this guy. 2 strikeouts in inning of work. He looked very good. Loving this guy, David Robertson. And Adam Ottavino, 3 strikeouts for him, only allowing a hit, but he looked very good. And I was shocked to see the Mets in a 5-0 game use Adam Ottavino in the 9th inning. I thought they maybe would have wanted to save him for tomorrow in case a save situation comes up since he used Robertson, but I guess both will be available tomorrow for a back-to-back in case they need a save situation. Let's hope not. Let's hope that the Mets just blow the doors open. tomorrow, Weathers versus Peterson on the bump, and I'll be in attendance for that game. So I don't know if I'm going to do a post-game live from Citi Field after, or if I'll wait till I get home. But regardless, I will be at the game, so I'm very excited about that. And that's really all I got for this one. Very okay win. I still would like more, but that's just me being a jerk off. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe. If you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans, turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live next. And I will see you in the next one. Let's go, Mets.